Ohio Minasan, hier ist wieder Danke, euer Habt. Es geht weiter mit Let's Read Higurashi, When They Cry. Wir sind auf der Müllhalde stehen geblieben. Und wir schauen mal direkt weiter, was passiert, während Rena Müll rumkramt. Yay! The cry of the Higurashi makes the air feel cooler. My exhaustion is causing me to get sleepy. The next moment, I feel someone close to me. I turn back with surprise. I see a man dressed like a photographer standing there with his camera aiming toward me. Mit seiner wirklich sehr gut gezeichneten Kamera. He's a tender guy with a muscular figure. However, he looks kind of passive and strange. He doesn't seem like a bad person. Wow. Wow, you surprised me. He raises his voice as soon as I turn toward him. He's the one who surprised me. I'm surprised too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Are you local? Are you from Hinamizawa? That tells me that he's not from around here. He continues to speak and introduces himself. I'm Tomitake, a freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa every once in a while. I never ask for this name. Jetzt Keiichi Stimmbruch, also sein Geist ist ein Stimmbruch, deswegen spricht der manchmal ein bisschen tiefer. Isn't it common courtesy to ask people before taking the picture? Oh, I'm sorry. I usually take pictures of birds. And I've never tried to ask them. Perhaps I should, huh? So he's treating me like a bird. You standing in the sunset were such a perfect picture. I'm sorry for not asking you before taking your shot. He's such a good speaker. I'm not that angry with him anymore for some reason. Rena is still not coming back, but I don't really feel like having conversation with this guy. However, Tomitake-san keeps talking and talking. Keiichi-kun, I'm sorry for making you wait. Also, Keiichi-kun, I'm sorry for making you wait. I'm almost done here. Genau. Dankeschön, Rena, dass du mit dieser männlichen Stimme losgesprochen hast. Rena waves her hand from far distance. You're here with your friend? What is he... You are here with your friend? What is he doing way out there? Is she doing? Ja, Rena hat gerade wie ein Junge gesprochen, deswegen hat er sich vertan. That's my question, old guy. I don't know. She might be looking for that body she chopped up before. Tomitake-san freezes up for a moment. Oops, I didn't mean to mess around with him like Rena and my friends always do. Yeah, that was a horrible incident. They're still missing an arm, right? Haha, Keiichi-kun. I'm sorry for making you wait here. I'm sorry. Well, I should get going. I'm sorry I scared you, Keiichi-kun. The man smiles at me strangely and disappears. I didn't even have time to respond. Keiichi-kun? Are you mad? Are you? It's not Rena's fault. So, how was it? Did you find something good? Yes, guess what? I found something amazing. Kenta-kun doll. Kenta-kun doll? You mean the doll of the old guy standing in front of that fried chicken place? Yes, Kenta-kun. Oh, it was so adorable. I want to take it home. I don't understand what she considers to be an adorable thing, but I guess she really liked it. It's just trash, right? I bet you can take it home if you want to. But it's buried under other junk. I can't get to it that easily. It's really dark out there too. She seems to be disappointed that she can't take her treasure back home. I will help you then. I will do it in return for the delicious lunch you made today. Oh, thank you. I see birds flying back to their nest. Night is almost there. Kichi-kun is helping me. I can take Kenta-kun home with me. Oh. Reina seems to be excited. I try not to disturb Reina's good mood and ask one question. Hey Reina, did something happen here in the past? I heard they were trying to construct the dam. I don't know much about it though. How? Do you know if anything happened during the construction? Like an accident? I don't know. It was a clear response. It almost sounded like a rejection rather than a response. Reina senses my uneasiness. She changes her expression and smiles gently. I was living somewhere else until last year. What? So you transferred here too? I thought you were... That's why I don't really know much about what happened before. I'm sorry. She doesn't know much and she doesn't want to talk about it. I think that's what she's trying to tell me. It doesn't surprise me so. This is not a fun conversation for a girl. That was a horrible incident. They are still missing an arm, right? If the Tomitake-san mentioned it is true, only the Higurashi knows the answer. Was könnte da nur passiert sein? Wir werden es herausfinden. Bestimmt irgendwann. Oder auch nicht. Wer weiß, was wir machen, ne? You have received new tips. The Mara-Menschen, the Lynch-Murder, etc. Und da sind die Tipps auch schon wieder weg. Tipps-List. Lasset doch mal... Ah. Genau. Okay. Dann schauen wir doch mal. Was haben wir denn noch nicht angeguckt? Die beiden. The Maibara-Menschen. The Lynch-Murder at the Dam Construction Site. Jetzt ist die Frage, was für uns ist interessanter? Wie weit wollen wir reingehen in die Geschichte? Große Pläne für morgen haben wir nicht gemacht. Und das an der Construction Site, an der Baustelle, der Mord, der interessiert mich doch ziemlich sehr. Dann will ich mal sagen, das packen wir noch in die Folge rein. Newspaper article, June XX, 54th year of Showa era, evening edition. In the late evening of June XX, Okinomiya police is in Shishibone city arrested. 5 construction workers XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX and XXXX on the suspicion of murder and body abandonment and placed XXXXXX on the wanted list as a primary suspect for this case. According to the investigation, the suspects are believed to have unleashed a deadly assault on the construction manager at the site office for the Hinamisawa Dam project at around 9 PM. On June XX at 8 AM, the police station received a phone call from the Shishibone City Hospital that there was a man who hinted about murdering XXXXXXX. When the police arrived at the man's house and asked him about his involvement in the crime, he subsequently admitted to committing the murder. A part of the victim's body was found in the place he mentioned, and he was arrested on suspicion of murder and abandoning the body on the same day. The other suspects were also arrested the next day. However, the main suspect is still on the run. The police have been searching for his whereabouts. About the motive, he blamed us for boozing up, and I lost my temper and killed him. However, the suspects have somewhat different statements, and police are going to investigate the details further. Tja, da ist wohl jemand gestorben. Dann machen wir noch weiter mit der Maibara-Menschen. Wir haben ja genug Zeit. Schauen wir mal. Kei-chan, is your family kind of rich? What kind of question is that? Have I ever come to school by limo? How much allowance do you get monthly? 1000 yen. Oh, that's more middle class than I thought. 1000 Yen? Ja, jetzt lass mich mal lügen. Ich würde sagen 10 Euro. Ich weiß es aber nicht genau. Irgendwie darum. Bestimmt. So ist heutzutage. Das kann zu der Zeit anders gewesen sein. Ich weiß es nicht. Damals gab es noch keinen Euro, ich glaube, als das Spiel gespielt hat. Ach ja. Die D-Mark. The side dishes of your lunch are pretty normal as well. You're not rich. What's going on? They asked me out of the blue how much my allowance is and tell me that I'm middle class and not rich? I'm sorry. Rena sees my angry face and laughs innocently. Your house is so big, you know? So everybody in Hinamizawa has called your house Maibara Mansion ever since the construction started. Maibara Mansion? We were all wondering how rich you must be having such a big house like that. Oh, I see. It's understandable. My house is actually big. So it could be misleading. My guess is that your family spent too much money for building the house and became poor. I feel very sorry for you, for being so poor there. Rika-chan kindly pets my head with pity. She treated me like I was a rich person a second ago, and now she's treating me like I'm such a poor person? I feel bad to ruin your lovely fantasy, but my family isn't rich or poor. We are an extremely average and normal family. Mit nem Künstlervater, genau. Richtig so. You can't call it normal to have such a big house. The entrance looks so gorgeous, and the gate is big enough to let large-size cars through. It's definitely not normal. She makes it sound like the size of one's house is the measure of wealth. The reason why my house is so big is because it was my dad's art studio. We have many workshops and his old works are all over the place, and the sizes are all big. All told, the area we used to live is about 1/3 of the whole house. He designed the house to be easily accessible for people and cars because of his future plan to open his own gallery in the house. And the gorgeous entrance Mion mentioned is for the art studio, and it's usually closed. The one we use daily is actually very normal, average sized. The appearance and its inside are totally different. I'd love to explore Kei-chan's house next time. You claim you're not rich, living in that mansion. I need to find out what's hidden in that mansion. I hope something adorable is hiding in there. How? I think it has many empty, barren rooms because they are too poor to buy any furniture. I'd love to roll around on the carpets if they have any. Ooh, that sounds so much fun. I'd like to do that too. It looks like they are having fun, speculating. Oh well, in the near future I might invite them to my house. Since my dad is soft on girls, we might let them look around his workshops. Und damit beende ich den Part auch schon. Er wird schon zu lang. Bis dann. Tschüss.